How's it going, guys, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the intro there. That is the fullest extent to my editing abilities, so you're welcome. Not just joking. So yeah, got a few new subscribers since we last spoke. Thank you very much. I'm glad people are enjoying the content. It's fun to put out, so other than that, today what we're gonna go over is we're gonna go over why I think you should give reversal a shot. Now, before we get into it, I do like to do unscripted content, so if it does get a little long-winded, which it usually does, I will have the chapters down below. So than that, let's get into it. So, reversal. So this first tier of reversal, we don't need to worry about. We don't do normal guards, right? And you shouldn't either, right? Normal guarding, it just consumes all of your stamina. It's not efficient, so we're not worried about it. The only purpose this serves is to get us to the second tier of the skill, which my whirlwind users out there, I know for a fact this is probably your favorite skill, right? Because learning this skill allows you to launch shockwaves and create a lot of distance between you and your opponent immediately after a brink guard attack, which is blowback vengeance. So brink guard, blowback vengeance, and then you can immediately launch shockwaves from that. Now, I know that the vast majority of people that I see anyway use this skill only use it to this extent mainly. But I think that really this is a very, very strong skill when you get to the third tier, because being able to charge it and launch shockwaves also plays into effect here. So the last, and it's appropriately named reversal flow, the last tier of the skill allows you to use reversal at any point, literally any point during a normal attack. The only exception to this is, spirit skills and deftness. So to be clear, because it gets a little muddy sometimes, if you activate deftness, your deftness dodge attack, right? You cannot proc reversal after that. You have to, if you use deftness, you have to either use nimble blitz or aggressive action to proc reversal flow. So I'll demonstrate that here. So if I deftness, I can't use reversal after that. But if I attack, deftness, attack, then I can use reversal. So this is really important to know, especially when you're fighting an enemy that has many attacks close together. So when I'm attacking and I want to actually attack my opponent or charge my attack, I can also charge it. So I don't have to use the normal reversal. I can actually charge it. So going back to the skill, the most important part of this skill, though, that I never see people use, and again, just that I see, people may just be using it, right, normally without posting anything, but when it says gain the ability to chain into reversal at any time during a normal attack, they actually mean it. So this can interrupt your skills, your attacks. So when you're attacking, and this is actually applicable to both Howling Blade users and Whirlwind users. So my Whirlwind users out there, I know that, when you're using Whirlwind, I have to get all of them. When you're using Whirlwind, right, you chain only your swift attacks until you find your opening for Whirlwind, right? So that being said, if you're chaining your swift attacks and you realize, oh shit, I fucked up, I'm about to get hit, you can immediately interrupt your attacks into reversal. And it's at any point. So as you can see here, like even if I use Nimble Blitz, so I go to Nimble Blitz before I even send out the shockwave, right? I can hit that reversal and I can charge it if I want to. So I hit a Nimble Blitz, or if I'm doing my attacks, I don't even have to finish the attack. So I can just start up the attack and charge, or I'm doing my attacks, I realize, oh, I'm about to get hit before I even do the attack, I can hit reversal, and that acts as a dodge. Now, the downside of that, as you can probably imagine, it locks you into that animation, and its recovery frames are kind of slow. So if I go and I hit reversal, to dodge again takes a little bit longer than you might like, or to attack again takes a little longer than you might like. The recovery frames from this skill aren't the best, but it's still your best bet as really a get out of jail free card, right? In a lot of cases, it can actually be sometimes better than Flash Cutter. So that personally is how I like to use the skill the most, is by being able to use it versatilely throughout my Howling Blade combos. So it really does give you the versatility if you're doing your Howling Blade combo, right? And you're doing your combo, maybe you misjudge an attack, or an enemy catches you with an attack off guard. You say, oh, my next attack is going to be a normal attack. I need to dodge because I know that my next attack isn't going to be able to be parried, right? I'm attacking. Oh, my next attack is going to be normal. I dodge out. This also is really nice too, because again, if you don't want to charge it and you want to just get out, you can actually Deftness from that attack. So you can't use reversal from Deftness, but you can use Deftness from reversal. So I reversal and then I can Deftness. So the combos you can do are really, really nice. But other than that, again, I know that the vast majority of people, they brink dodge, they hit blowback vengeance, and then they just push away from their opponent using those shockwaves, right? Because they come out instantaneously. But the point of this video is just to kind of let everyone know that there's more tools in your toolbox than you might know, right? Using this skill during your combos can be very beneficial, and it also acts as a brink dodge. But the most important, well, you know, when you do dodge, but the most important part is to keep in mind that you can interrupt your own attacks with this dodge. But there's that downside, right? Those recovery frames are kind of slow, so you still have to be calculating when you use it. Other than that, guys, that is all I have for you. I have 3 fights for you today, actually. I have one with the... what's her name? The Saint of Sin. This is a Banshee type character, the frenzied one. One with Gwydo, and one with Bringkus, his brother. Yeah. So I got 3 fights for you. I hope you enjoy them, and we'll see you in the next one.